Well, I'm back in a Ford. It's 2019 Ford F250 Platinum. Uh, some of the reasons why I went back to Ford is, well, it's more powerful than Ram, but it's got massaging seats. The seats are much more comfortable, especially on a long drive. I'm usually really sore after a long trip in the Ram, particularly my tailbone. Really hurts when I ride in the Ram for long trips, 2, 3, 4, 5+ hours, sometimes 10 hours straight. It's really sore. With the Ford, I never had that problem. Ford also has massaging seats, which makes a huge difference for long trips. So, and the 19 Fords have the Ford Pass. You can also, check your status of your truck from your phone. You can start, stop, lock, unlock your doors, check the location of the truck. So, something that's one of the reasons why I went to back to Ram originally is for those features. But after driving in the Ram for like 10 hours, my tailbone like hurts really bad. I never had that problem with the Ford. So I really like the F250, particularly versus the F350. F350, you have to keep the tires like 80 psi. I hated that. The F250 tire pressure is 65 in the rear, 60 in the front, so it's pretty nice. Anyways, take a look around. No cab lights. I do like cab lights, but this one didn't come with cab lights. They gave me a really good deal at Crossroads Ford. Just because Crossroads Ford, they gave me a really good deal. They took almost 13 grand or something like that off the truck. And the reason why I didn't get a 2020 is because I don't want to be the first year to have the 10-speed automatic. The F-150s with the 10-speed automatic when they first came out had some issues, and let Ford work out the teething issues with the 10-speed. So 19s are, it's I guess you could say the last model year of the current 6.7 and this, the 6-speed torque shift transmission, 6R140, I believe. And 6R140 transmission is a stout transmission, very smooth, very stout. So I'll let the new 10-speed work its bugs out over the next year, and then maybe next year, 2021, I'll get into a new model. I seem to buy a truck every year, anyways. I need to stop. I think I have a truck buying addiction problem. Probably have to go to some kind of truck AA meeting or something. Anyways, but yeah, so no major issues with the truck so far. My 17 King Ranch, I had to add a dual steering stabilizer kit. This truck is very solid. For the front end is very solid. I don't need to do that. So something about these Fords that are pretty common, actually, in fact, common around, among all trucks, the cab and bed alignment are not always centered. So when I got the truck, the bed and the cab was flush on the driver's side. So what that means is when you're looking down, it's completely flush. I took it to, and the other passenger side, it was a huge, you see a lot more cab. Now, I know the beds taper in towards the cab, but it's supposed to be centered, nice evened. I took it to my local Ford guy, a buddy of mine I know at the shop, the heavy truck shop, and he does a great job. He helped me a lot with my 17 for some warranty issues. So basically what he did was, you can't move the bed because Ford tends to spray over the bed bolts, so that makes it difficult. Plus the bed has a dowel that keeps the bed in a certain position. So what he did was he unbolted the cab bolts, and they're one-time use bolts, so you had to get new bolts. And then we simply just moved the cab. And the cab was really easy to move. It was like, you just kind of tap on it and it just kind of moved. So as you can see here, it's got a nice little gap there. And we'll go around this side, and it's got a nice little, little gap there. You can see a little bit of the cab. So that's good. Previously, this side, you saw a lot more of the cab, like a lot. Whereas this side, like the bed was completely flush. Like it was just flush, almost like that, but like here, just completely flush. So it's now centered with the bed and cab centered. So that really bugged me. I know some people, it wouldn't bother some people, but for me, I'm really OCD. And like once you notice something as minor as that, my eye is like drawn to it. So so I had to get that. I had to get that fixed. But yeah, other than that, so far so good. She's doing pretty good fuel mileage wise. I've had a couple of long trips. You know, the most I've got hand calculated was like 22.3 or something, and I'll do my mileage sheets compared to the 17 F350. Huge difference, by the way. The 17, I could, for the longest time, I could never break 18. Like it was usually between 12 and like maybe 18 miles to the gallon. The F250 is a lot different. A little bit lighter, I guess. Gear ratios make a difference. This is 355 gears. This F350, I think, was 373s or something. So now, when the truck goes in the regen, that's a different story. Like Ford's regen process compared to Ram is not the greatest. Ram is very, I mean, they're both seamless, but Ford tends to drink more fuel. But that's okay. I mean, it's understandable. It's a V8. Anyways, it's going to get worse fuel mileage than the Ram. But I'm still able to get over 20 on the highway until it goes into a regen. But, you know, but yeah. So that's about it. I'll keep posting videos and updating y'all as I go. And heck, if I get into a 2020, we'll see. But I'm going to wait a year. But anyways, so there you go.